terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Tennessee's offense will get first crack at it today. Complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Kick is in the air. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So NC State's offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the best.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. The Vols will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Vols!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. Running into the open space. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, to give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Volunteers are on the move. Snagged in the middle, it's Douglas. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They are up by 7 over Arizona State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, they're after him! Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ramsauer. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Lost to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Riggs. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. He's got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Hands it off on the counter. Fighting off the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now on third down for this offense. They'll try to sneak it. The Vols are rolling down the field. Quick completion to the right.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Finds his target down the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into games because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
NC State, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. There he goes! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Crossing the 30, he's got away. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
NC State, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Strong, firm tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on 4th down. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got his man quickly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It's on target and complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Makes the catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They're working that left side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riggs. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Riggs. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Riggs. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
And the Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Looking for blockers. Hits him with a stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Finds his tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Pulls it, fired complete. At the 45, on his way. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown ball! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Baylor.
Trying to start the drive with a pass.
We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Brings up second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Riggs. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete on the right side. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football in 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play, and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The snap sets up to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So now it's second and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Douglas. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Douglas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Gideon. Bringing the heat. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The kick is on its way, and nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Now this offense is back on the field. Dropping back, it's Gideon. Got it in the middle, it's Snyder. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Running to the left. He breaks a tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 4th down.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.